when I tell y'all that Bishop Jakes wants that cash, he wants that tithes, he wants the offering, he wants it all from attorney Tyrone Blackburn. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the St. James Show. I am your host. I am him. I am he on today, this wonderful Wednesday, on this day in July here in California. But tonight we are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania once again. I told you I will keep you up to date on things that really make a difference in this court case. Bishop T.D. Jakes against Dwayne Youngblood and the co-conspirators. So if you do me a great big favor right now, hit that like button for me. Hit the like button and do share. Share on all of your social media sites. Turn on your notification button so you too will know each and every time that I am live, okay? And subscribe to the St. James Show. Become one of our exclusive members here on YouTube and also Patreon. The Patreon link is pinned in the chat. We also have a goal on tonight. If we can get 10 of you to just inundate the chat with our super chats tonight, that would be great. And I appreciate you for all of your monetary support, not only for your clicks and views, but your actual support. And I thank you so much for that. What is going on this Wednesday? Who do we have in the building? Let's see who's up in here. Seta Moore is hanging around with us. She's also in California this week. So I hope you're enjoying your time in Cali. What's up, Denise? Alice Holder is in the building. Valerie McDaniel is here. T. Davis, what's up, T. Davis? Mary is in the house, and she has her yellow hearts up. Yellow hearts up in the chat, everybody. Until I will do yellow until somebody comes and steals my yellow too. So we'll do yellow for now. What's up, Giselle? Keisha Green is in the building all the way from Los Angeles. Yes. Charmaine is here. Thank you, Chantel, for being a member, and the rest of you for being members that are members up in here. Tashi is here. Pray Era Carrington is here. Tamara Mitchell is here. Courtney is in. The Great Defender. Courtney is here on tonight. Princess, what's up, Princess? And Shelby and our beautiful Londa is here as well. What's up? Our Amazon expert is here. Marcus Terry. Hope everything is okay with each and every one of you on tonight. Hey, listen, we know that tomorrow is a really hot day for the Bishop T.D. Jakes lawsuit. Tomorrow, the 24th, in Pittsburgh, in the courthouse, attorney Tyrone Blackburn, who is the attorney for Dwayne Youngblood, who Bishop Jakes is suing for defamation, extortion, and some other stuff, conspiracy, he has to show up in court. Attorney Blackburn has to show up in court tomorrow. And when I tell you he's showing up in court because all of the foolishness that he put before the court have come to, his chickens have come to roost, okay? Tomorrow the judge is scheduled to sanction him with some sanctified sanctions on tomorrow. So today, Jake's team, they wanted to put a little starch in the judge's bag. They want to make sure that the judge knows everything that attorney Tyrone Blackburn did wrong in this case, whether it be on an accident or whether it was purposely done. So they want the judge to know exactly what he did, just in case it slipped by the judge, so they can have him sanctioned. Money can be grabbed out of his empty pockets, and the next step on this case can go forward. What's up, Creepy? Good to see you. Wilhelmina is in the house. I'm glad you're here. I ain't seen you in a while. Yellow hearts up, everybody. So we are going to go through the document that Bishop Jakes' team has put to the courts today, just to make sure that the judge doesn't slip and doesn't have any grace for attorney Tyrone Blackburn. I think this is the beginning of the end for the defendant and the counsel. I really think so. And we know that, Blackburn tried to get out of it. He tried to, the other sponsoring attorney, Brad Summer, took on the case now because they were sponsoring Blackburn. So I believe their licensing and things and their reputation is on the line as well. So they took this thing up. And now they're supporting their defense, helping Dwayne Youngblood, their attorney's firm. Thank you so much, Londa, for putting the lighting up the chat for me and starting us off with our goal for the night. We only need 9 more. That's all we need. All right. What's up, Jazz Harris? Good to see you. Resurrected Word Ministries. Good to see you as well. So let's get right to it because we don't have all day. I got things to do, and I'm sure you do too. But before we do that, will you do me a favor? Do me a favor and like the live right now. Share the live right now. Subscribe to the channel right now if you would be so kind. All right, so we can make sure that a bunch of us are over here and a bunch of us are sharing what you're enjoying, okay? If you enjoy the St. James Show, put some yellow hearts in the chat and we will continue to bring you great content. Now, let's go. Let's go. Let me move this over. I'm going to pull this down so I can find this thing. All right, so declaration of Dustin Push regarding the burden of responding to a brief permitted by gross misrepresentation and fabricated authority of Blackbird's vexatious, that's what it is, vexatious conduct. These attorneys are great with their wordplay. So we will just, do our best. We're not attorneys around here. So we will do our best. What is ready over there? Oh, I know that's ready. Was approved. Okay, great. Oh, I gotta go pick that up. All right. This is going to be interesting, everybody. This is going to be interesting. What's up, everybody? Alex and Mike. Let's see here. Janita, good to see you. I, Dustin Push, being duly sworn, states as follows. I submit this declaration regarding the conduct of defendant's counsel Tyrone Blackburn imposed on plaintiff, which it may find useful when evaluating Blackburn's response to the court's order to show cause. And of course, there is the table of contents. No, actually, was that the table of contents? Yeah, Blackburn tactics. They're going to talk about that. Talk about some other thing, and then they're going to have the conclusion. Let's get right to number 1. Blackburn's tactics impose a significant burden on plaintiff, driving up cost astronomically because his briefs were permitted. That's what it with fabrications. They were full of fabrication. Blackburn's tactics forced the plaintiff's counsel to spend an extraordinary amount of time, and therefore plaintiff an extraordinary amount of money, opposing the motion's frivolous contentions, and he acted vexatiously throughout, including after being confronted with his misrepresentations. On May 5th, let's see here. Thank you so much. Gail, I appreciate you. Hey, Gail, how are you? Thank you for helping us reach our goal. We only need 8 more, everybody. Only 8 more. All right. On May 5th, 2025, defendant Youngblood filed a motion to dismiss and memorandum in support. Blackburn was the sole signatory and filer of the open brief. While reviewing and analyzing the opening brief, glaring inaccuracies emerged. Fabricated quotes from the court April 25th opinion, fabricated quotes from other cases, misrepresentations of precedent, and misstatements about the complaint. As a result, I, along with other attorneys and legal support staff at my counsel's firm, conducted a detailed manual review of the case law and record citations in the opening brief. That review found at least 35 distinct misstatements, many serious and inexplicable, that were spread across 16 of the opening brief's 17 pages, excluding the cover page and preliminary tables. A full list of the misrepresentations from Blackburn's opening briefs and reply is included in the June 17th declaration of Dustin Push, saying, yeah, we gave y'all this already. They use every SAT word they can think of. Listen here, didn't they agree with me? They're trying to really, put that nail in the coffin. They have gathered all the nails on today. These nails, usually responding to a motion to dismiss, requires counsel to analyze the legal arguments, review authority, apply those authorities to facts alleged in the complaint, and prepare an appropriate response thereto. However, when a brief is permitted with fabricated quotations, fake holdings, non-existent rules of law, and miscategorizations of the record, as was the case here, the burden of response becomes exponentially, greater. For example, counsel must conduct an even deeper dive into the cited legal authorities to confirm the erroneous circumstances before even considering how to respond. By submitting pervasively and seriously flawed briefs, Blackburn exponentially increased the burden of cost of analyzing the arguments to prepare a meaningful opposition. They said they had to work way too hard. Oh yeah, I think we gifted that the other night. Just be me. Yeah, I think I gifted that the other night. So welcome to the Carnal Church Sectors members only as well. What's up, Catherine? On May 27th, plaintiff painstakingly noted these errors in his opposition and in concurrently filed declarations of Dustin Push, the latter of which spent 17 pages describing each issue in detail. And plaintiff had to point out the myriad issues with the brief, lest plaintiff risk the possibility that the court would be tricked into dismissing his case based on these fake authorities, which occurred in a recent Georgia case. And they have the case law there. Moreover, my firm and counsel also had to triple check all the identified errors to make sure we were correct before lodging serious accusations against Blackburn, an obligation that was not reciprocated. They're explaining to the judge why tomorrow's sanctions on Tyrone Blackburn should be heavy. That's what they're doing right now. They're saying they got to be heavy. Okay. Number two, when plaintiff raised these issues, Blackburn only acted more vexatiously. After filing the opposition, plaintiff's counsel fully expected that defense counsel would issue a mea culpa and withdraw the false representations or otherwise correct the record, or at bare minimum explain how the filing could be littered with such misrepresentations. Not Blackburn. On June 2nd, he filed his reply, which to our dismay doubled down, inaccurately quoting cases, misrepresenting holdings and rulings, and misstating the record. Blackburn also went on the offense against plaintiff's counsel, claiming that he had discovered a pattern of issues with the citation and plaintiff's opposition, including at least 20 incorrect quotations. As the court already determined, this was utterly false. On June 7th, plaintiff, seeking to address Blackburn's latest misrepresentations, emailed him to ask whether defendant would consent to a motion for leave to file a surreply to respond to these newly raised and materially false attacks. Blackburn wrote back, "I do not consent. You will not get a second bite at the apple. Instead of proving your client's baseless lawsuit has merit, which it does not, you weirdly spent your time focused on yours truly. In fact, as this court has recognized that there was plenty of reason to focus on counsel's conduct, the briefing was permitted with fabrications, misstatements, and outright lies, which had driven up the cost of the litigation exponentially. I want to put a T in there, but it's not. The conduct was shocking, and its gravity was readily apparent. The court thereafter granted the motion for leave, and plaintiff filed his surreply on June 5th. Number 8. Because Mr. Blackburn ignored the extremely serious issues raised in the opposition and surreply and continued to assert his conduct had been entirely proper, plaintiff was forced to prepare a Rule 11 motion, as required by Rule 11C's safe harbor provision. This step, which should never have been necessary, imposed even more attorneys and fees on plaintiff, made greater by the magnitude of the misrepresentations. Number 9, after I served Rule 11 letter and motion on Blackburn, copying counsel of record in the case, on June 17, we heard nothing from Blackburn at all. He never responded, but now he claims that the Rule 11 letter prepared at significant cost to plaintiff was what finally inspired him to consider correcting the issue. But his response to the OSC makes clear that he was not in the process of correcting his blatant and inexcusable errors. Instead, he was rebriefing the motion to dismiss and planned to file it anew, citing new cases and thereby forcing plaintiff, who had already spent too much time and money dealing with this chicanery, to respond to yet another dispositive motive, that it not withdraw as contemplated by Rule 11, nor is it any acknowledgement of the errors of his ways. Oh my goodness. Yeah, turn to your neighbor and say false. Frankly, Blackburn's claim that he was trying to correct the record rings hollow and is belied by the record before the court. All right. Y'all hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. What's up organically, Shanae? Number 3, Blackburn's track record of similar conduct both undermines his explanations and suggests he will not be deterred. Paragraph 1 of Blackburn's declaration states, I have practiced law since 2018, and during that time, I have never encountered citations or quotations issues in any legal filing submitted to a court. This is the first instance of its kind in my professional career. I have always respected the significance of Rule 11 and the duty it imposes on attorneys to ensure the accuracy, factual foundation, and legal grounding of each filing. That is false. As the May 27th and June 17th push declaration explained in more detail, This is not Blackburn's first rodeo. Other federal judges have been sharply critical of his Rule 11 compliance and have issued warnings and grievance committees referrals for similar conduct. They are snitching on Blackburn, making sure that the judge is aware of all of his indiscretions. What's up, Jesus? Number 12. In just one example, less than 2 months before Blackburn signed and filed the opening brief, he received a warning to counsel from another federal district court, which wrote, Tyrone Blackburn's filings are replete with inaccurate statements of law, and found that it was not just disturbing, but shocking that any licensed member of the bar would espouse such an absurd understanding. And that was in Jones versus Combs. We all remember that one. And number 13, and when appearing on Larry Reed Live, the very YouTube show at issue in this litigation to discuss this case in January, Mr. Blackburn expressed that he does not care about the threat of sanctions and that it instead emboldens him. I don't give a damn what anyone says about me. My skin is very thick. I would not be able to do the work that I'm doing if I cared about people's opinion, and that's okay. I have had all kinds of people file all kinds of bullshit ass sanction motions and all kinds of crap against me. You know, saying all these things. I don't care, because when you attack me, I know I am close to the head of the snake. So I'm going to keep on going. So the harder you come, the harder I'm going to come, and trust and believe I'm not going to stop. Oh, they're getting him with his own words. They're getting him with his own words. They are getting him with his own words. Although Blackburn has expressed disdain for Rule 11, he has also baselessly threatened to seek sanctions against plaintiff counsel. Indeed, in Blackburn's very first communication with counsel in this case, in response to an email asking whether defendant would waive service, he twice threatened plaintiff's counsel with sanctions, while also erroneously citing an inopposite case for the proposition that defendant's statements fall squarely within the ambit of Pennsylvania's anti-slap law. And in another email regarding the same issue, Blackburn threatened to go scorch earth if plaintiff did not agree to mediate the case. They got all the records. Let the record reflect. They got all the records, kitten heels. Number 15, furthermore, in his declaration, Blackburn claims he completed several CLEs about AI, but submits no documentation of his attendance. We need to see the documentations of the attendance of your trainings. He further claims that I have since conducted a thorough audit of all active case filings generated using these upgraded subscriptions and have begun correcting any citations or formatting errors identified through the audit. But my associate has reviewed the dockets for many of Blackburn's cases and has not identified any such filings. See, he don't quite understand that they are fact-checking everything that he's lying to the court about. Nor has Blackburn identified them in his declaration. He thinks he's just going to get over on these people. You have pushed a big, barely Jake's bear who has the money to Sniff all around you and get all your lies out on the table. Oh, but these people dumb. Somebody put dumb. Somebody put dumb in the chat. Remember we kept hearing that? Jakes is dumb. Somebody put dumb in the chat. Just stupid. Just dumb. But Jakes ain't out here selling everything, trying to survive. Number 4, Blackburn's OSC response continued the same pattern, offering confusing explanations and making further false statements. Yeah, dumb. Blackburn's OSC response filed a day late. I knew that was filed a day late. I knew it was filed a day late. A couple of these things, but he filed them a day late. May it initially appear in some ways to be a mea culpa, but Blackburn fails to address several egregious misrepresentations, ignoring how he doubled down instead of correcting the record after plaintiff's May 27 opposition noted the issue, and how he made false misconduct allegations against plaintiff in the reply. On those points, he offers no explanation at all, a tact that suggests, at least to me, that he does not appreciate the gravity of his conduct. And the explanations he does offer are vague, contradictory, or seemingly false, as explained more further below. So they saying you a liar. They say you a liar. I think that's what they're trying to say there, Blackburn. Hey, Blackburn responds further mispresents the court April 25th opinion. Most egregiously, Blackburn's OSC response misrepresents the court's April 25th opinion yet again, stating that the opening brief paraphrased language from that opinion as though it were a verbatim quote and apologizes only for giving the appearance of misrepresenting the court's ruling. Nonsense. As the court and plaintiff have noted in filings which Blackburn purports to have seen, not only does Blackburn attribute statements to the court that do not exist, but he also twists the court's prior opinion beyond recognition. We didn't know what he's talking about. The court made no such findings in its memorandum opinion. There is nothing in the court's opinion that could be reasonably construed as standing for such contentions. In that opinion, the court expressly refused to address the significance of the complaint. B, at least one case was completely hallucinated, which undercuts Blackburn's explanations. They said he was over there hallucinating, y'all. Said the man was over there hallucinating. What's up, J Sharp, Chantel? What's up, y'all? Y'all hit the like button for me. Blackburn tried to explain away the fake quotations and miscitations as arising from an AI platform, mixing up the fact patterns of the very real cases used to generate the brief. That contention has many flaws, the most glaring of which is the fact that the reply included one completely fabricated case. On page 5, the reply cites a case styled as Jackson versus Lehigh Valley Hospital for the same opposition noted in the preceding paragraph, but the entire case appears to have been fabricated. So not only, y'all, is he getting cases, but he's making up cases. He made up these cases in his motion, in his brief. He made them up. That's what they're saying. Nowhere to be found. The reporter cites corresponds to an appeal of a criminal sentence. And these are just some more cases that he did. None are relevant to defendant's proposition. As far as we can tell, and our research has shown, no case called Jackson versus Lehigh Valley Hospital exists in the Third Circuit or elsewhere. He actually made up cases, y'all. Attorney Tyrone Blackburn, they are accusing him of making up cases that do not even exist. And yet Blackburn does not take back or acknowledge this manufactured citation. Number C, Blackburn's explanations of how the issue arose are both confusing and contradictory when the moment and the court demand clarity and candor. Blackburn admits that there were errors in the brief, but minimizes them throughout, blaming both Lexis and Westlaw for the issues and claiming the formatting and tagging mechanisms of these modernized legal research tools created quotation artifacts. He says that he misinterpreted how these tools handled paraphrased text and inserted quotation marks, and failed to independently confirm that the quotation formatting matched the underlying source material in every instance. But to me, these explanations appear to be meaningless evasions intended to sanitize the gross fabrications and misrepresentations identified by the court and plaintiffs. Sounds a little criminal to me. And elsewhere, I think Blackburn can find himself, the judge can throw him in jail tomorrow. It's a possibility. Sanctions can be just that. He can actually be in jail. And elsewhere, Blackburn offers confusing and contradictory accounts of how the hallucinations came to be. At times, he claims that he found the case law and highlighted the section. I researched and wanted to upload those case and authorities, as well as supporting materials with written instruction and the upgraded legal research format. Extract the information and draft the requested document. But elsewhere, Blackburn claimed that the AI programs generated suggestions and citation fields that I mistakenly incorporated without fully verifying the quotation formatting and attribution. Yeah, he lied. These explanations contradict each other in one. Blackburn found and uploaded accurate cases that were then mixed up with legal AI drafted the brief. In the other, legal AI found the citations itself. It can't be both. It can't be both, Blackburn. You gotta pick one lie and run with it. One lie. 21. But Blackburn represents that he started researching cases. This is what I was talking about, y'all. I knew that wasn't right. Let's read this again. But Blackburn represents that he started researching cases on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and has reviewed only 50 cases since that time. But May 5th was the day he filed the opening brief. So even crediting Blackburn's representation about his research, that would mean that he did no research before the day he filed the opening brief. Didn't I tell y'all that? I said, that don't even make no sense. If you started researching on the 5th and then you filed the brief on the 5th, when did your research start? Y'all hit the like button. And it would be difficult or impossible to research, identify, and read 23 supposedly on-point cases in a single day while also completing a 20-page brief and filing it. Something is amiss. Can somebody say lie? Can somebody just type lie in the chat? Moreover, he claims that he used LexisNexis protege and Westlaw co-counsel to draft the brief. But of the opening brief's 59 legal citations explaining duplicates from the legal standard paragraphs repeated twice, there were 33 hallucinations. 33 hallucinations and 55% inaccuracy rate. A 55% inaccuracy rate. That far exceeds the hallucination rate of legal AI products, which they put the rates down. See, he thought he was playing jacks and marbles. These folks are getting paid to represent Bishop Jakes, and they are doing their job, and yours, Blackburn. Y'all have poked the wrong bear. Dwayne, co-conspirators, Tyrone Blackburn, you've poked the wrong bear. So they put the inaccuracy rates of these Lexus and Westlaw, and it doesn't measure up, and is more in line with a general purpose chatbot, which hallucinated between 58% and 82% of the time in response to legal queries. So they're saying he just went on chatbot. He just did what I would do as no attorney, go on Google and took whatever it told me and wrote it down. That's what they're saying. And they put the AI stats here, legal models hallucinate in 1 out of 6, and they put all that on here through Stanford. Yet again, they say right here, yet again, Blackburn's excuses do not stand up to basic scrutiny. Who they playing chess? D, Blackburn's contentions were neither correct nor meritorious. He did put that word in. Remember, he took that meritorious. Contrary to his completely unsourced assertions. Blackburn described his motions as meritorious and says the legal foundation of the motion was sound, while only the formatting and attribution process was flawed. But he offers no citations or analysis in support of the supposed merit of the arguments raised in his briefs, which were unmoored for both the law and the record, as explained in plaintiff's opposition. Despite the fact that he raised frivolous arguments in the brief, he claims that the statements made by the defendant about his own lived experiences and religious teachings fall squarely within the protection, I knew he was off here, protections of the First Amendment and Pennsylvania's public expression protections. These arguments were not manufactured, fabricated, or legally basis. But those were not his arguments. Instead, Blackburn argued that plaintiff failed to allege with regard to defamation, the specific defamatory statements, falsity, actual malice, publication damages, and with regard to conspiracy, agreement, and common law malice, while charging plaintiff with impermissible group pleading, all of which were wrong. And if he had argued that knowingly false factual statements regarding individuals are immunized by the First Amendment if they relate to personal experience or religious teaching, that would have been frivolous too. The First Amendment does not protect actionable defamation at all. You can't just come out here and accuse somebody of something very egregious and just say, that's my First Amendment right. That's not how this thing goes. Somebody need to go tell Tyrone Blackburn and Dwayne and the buddies. That's not how this thing goes. Free speech, Cole Incorporated versus Paxton. Certain traditional categories of speech, such as defamation, have been understood to fall outside the scope of the First Amendment. Citations and internal quotation marks omitted. Oh, for that. Okay. They didn't want to put all that in there. They just want to make their point. Blackburn's OSC response also states that, as the court will see from my attachments, I have completed the research, and the cited misquoted content came from my actual cases. They were just misattributed. In support of this claim, Mr. Blackburn appends over 700 pages of cases and other material without offering any analysis or explanation or their significance. Perhaps in hopes the court will be impressed or overwhelmed by the volume of paper. Now, they told him only do like 15 pages, but he ignored the court. But maybe that was just for the brief itself. But yeah, that didn't work. But courts are not permitted to hunt through the record to construct points for litigants. And even if it has, it will see that Blackburn's random jumble does nothing to prove his legal points were real, because beyond very basic principles, many of them were not. So you remember that whole, he sent all those cases and everything in. It was just a smoke screen. Y'all at least give it 100 likes. Oh, there's only 80 likes in here, y'all. Y'all hit that like button for me. That's right, Shelby. Free speech isn't free from scrutiny. For example, Blackburn made up the overreaching contention that courts have clarified that general denials of self-serving declaration of this didn't happen or insufficient to establish falsity under the Twombly whatever standard, nor do courts require the plaintiff to allege an alibi. Even under the substantially more demanding anti-SLAPP framework, a firm and fair denial suffices. We only got a couple more pages, y'all. We good. Mr. Blackburn also states that his commitment to this matter was never driven by financial gain. Y'all. We're talking about the money right now. It was rooted in a genuine belief that the lawsuit was an impermissible attempt to chill the defendant's First Amendment rights. But this lawsuit was filed after he personally sent a letter to plaintiff demanding $6 million for settlement of Youngblood's claim. See, we can't allow anybody to throw us off the main thing, Saints. This is about, excuse me, the $6 million hustle. The $6 million extortion plot, the $6 million grift. This is what this is about. All that First Amendment stuff. No. We're not thinking about none of that. We're thinking about the $6 million demand letter that everybody wants to get away from. That Dwayne Youngblood now was saying he had he never saw it. He don't have no clue as the letter. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on here. And as if all issues arising from Blackburn's motion to dismiss are not enough, plaintiff has recently become aware of yet another issue. Defendant's answer denies making any financial demands of plaintiff. I knew it was coming. Because he lied in that answer. Despite the known existence of Blackburn's November 15, 2024 letter demanding $6 million from the plaintiff, I got to go find that too. They say CES. I got to find that. I'm going to post that to Patreon because I know all this right here will be in Patreon, and it's under the $10 level. And if you want to join Patreon, click the link in the chat, and you can go right to the St. James Show Patreon, and these documents, court documents, are on the $10 level, $5 level for everything else, and then the $10 levels for court documents if you would like to see them. You pretty much have them, because I know y'all gonna have them. So, oh God. Defendant's answer denies making any financial demands of plaintiff, despite the known existence of Blackburn's November 15, 2024 letter demanding $6 million from plaintiff. When plaintiff requested an explanation from defendant, given that the letter expressly states Youngblood authorized Blackburn to make the $6 million demand. Can I read again, saints, what the record has reflected? Given that the letter expressly states Youngblood authorized, oh God, Blackburn to make the $6 million demand, defendant through his other counsel now claims that Youngblood never authorized the letter. If that representation is true, it means that Blackburn was making financial demands of plaintiff and threatening to file frivolous litigation without his client's authorization. That circumstance raises yet more grievous concerns about Blackburn's conduct and implicates a possible waiver of privilege. Thank you so much, Shelby. Oh, it's getting good, Shelby. It's getting good. And we only need 7 more. 7 more chats, and we met our goal. Oh, they're going to get them. Mary, they are. You see what they're doing? They're setting this up to sue his ass and the other conspirators. That's what they're doing. They're setting Blackburn up to be sued by Bishop Jakes. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, I need to read that again. I'm sorry. I got to go back. I got to read it again, everybody. Something my spirit said, read it again, that whole 28. And as if all the issues arising from Blackburn's motion to dismiss are not enough, plaintiff has recently become aware of yet another issue. Defendant's answer denies making any financial demands of plaintiff, despite the known existence of Blackburn's November 15, 2024 letter demanding $6 million from plaintiff. When plaintiff requested an explanation from the defendant, they said, listen, why are you sending us this $6 million demand? What's this all about? What's this all about? Given that the letter expressly states Youngblood authorized Blackburn to make the $6 million demand, defendant through his other counsel, Brad, now claims that Youngblood never authorized the letter. If that representation is true, it means that Blackburn was making financial demands of plaintiff and threatening to file frivolous litigation without his client's authorization. That circumstance raises yet more grievous concerns about Blackburn's conduct and implicates a possible waiver of privilege. Jay Sharp said Bishop Jake's attorneys are going for the jugular. They're not going to stab you in your back. They're going to stab you right in your liver. Right there. They're not going for the back. They're going for the chest, the heart, the liver. That's what they're going for. Y'all poked this bear for a couple of years. Now bend over, lube up, and take your beating like a good soldier. You got to take it like a good soldier. We can't do nothing else about it. Sorry. In conclusion, because of the extraordinary burden his conduct imposed, if the court determines that Blackburn should be sanctioned, we believe that an award of plaintiff's fees is warranted, in addition to any other sanctions and remedies the court deems appropriate. If the court decides to impose fees, we are prepared to submit whatever documentation the court requires. We got it all written down, Judge. We got it all written down. I am a citizen. I am a U.S. citizen over 18 of sound mind, and make this declaration based on my personal knowledge and review of publicly available information. I am admitted to practice in the court pro hoc vice, and I am a member in good standing of the bar. He don't know nothing about that good standing, Blackburn, of the District of Columbia and Commonwealth of Virginia. I am a partner of Mere Watkins Philip Push. There's our address. I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct. Tyrone Blackburn, you in trouble. D-Day is, you better be on your knees. Forget the knees, get on your belly. Get on your belly right now and beg God. Beg God that he would have mercy on your crazy, ridiculous lying ass. Oh, you better do it right now, Blackburn. I ain't even had my mic set up. Y'all heard all that? Did y'all hear any of that? Because I showed it. It's plugged in now after all that. He better beg God. Oh, it's a poop show, all right. And they pooping all over him, Leah. They pooping all over him. I told y'all there was something about that May 5th. I knew that was a lie, because you can't put the brief in and then research after. He forgot to really structure his lies. He didn't really take a little time to write out the lies and then structure them, correctly on the brief. I wish he would have did that. It probably would have helped him a little bit better. He just went off the cuff and started typing and never did it proofread that thing. He didn't really, it didn't make sense, but he didn't have time to make it make sense. He was just trying to rush it. Then he tried to inundate the courts with all those cases that have nothing to do with anything. They're not digging through your cases that you provided to figure out what the case law is that is connected or would be related to this case. They're not doing that for you, Blackburn. You are in trouble. And when they finish with you, Blackburn, they're going after whoever else they feel is part of the conspiracy. But see, now Youngblood is trying to act like he don't know nothing. He didn't see no love. He didn't see no letter, no demand letter. But we know that Larry Reed said he saw the letter. We know that. That's what he told us. Did anybody else hear that? Thank you, Jesse. You said, what did it say? What's the thing beat? I would say, don't drop the soap, but I'm sure these other nights. You better lay prostrate and pray for your prostrate and hope he don't put you in jail tomorrow. Said he couldn't do the Tony Busby. Tyrone about to be sanctioned. He is for free. Empty your pockets, buddy. It's a wrap. No, we play. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. They gonna get him tomorrow because the judge has to make him an example for all the other judges who are looking and saying, I told you he wasn't right. Who's gonna be the one to lower the boom on him? All them judges in New York and wherever else he done submitted all these bogus demand letters and put a little extra with the demand letters, always put a little underage something. They always add a little underage something to make something a little bit more salacious to get people to come out their pockets. But let me tell you this, it's over. It's over for Tyrone. And they are just getting started. And the fact of the matter is, even the co-conspirators, when they name them, they are going to inundate them with so much court. They're going to be bankrupt. They are going to be bankrupt because you cannot come up against the money of Bishop Jake. He's retired. He's retired. And when he finished getting his money from Blackburn tomorrow, judge going to make him pay for all the time and the stuff they spent on his frivolous motions and briefs and all that. The judge is possibly going to make him pay for all that, pay Jake's attorney's fees and costs. I don't know. I don't know if I don't have that question. If sanctions include disbarment, I don't have that question. I'm sure he can go. They can put it up against the Bar Association. Don't they have to be the ones to make that decision? He said, ask Whitehead what he got on his books. Y'all can share some honey buns and some little Debbies. Y'all better hide your little Debbies. You heard it. So you heard about who saw the demand letter. Get out of here, fly. Loose here. Loose and let me free. Oh, you own me, huh? Okay, I cannot stand flies, y'all. I cannot stand them. And I don't know who had my door open that let a fly in here. You said Bishop don't need no money. It's principle. It's all principle. He ain't worried about this. It's all principle. He got to show these Negroes messed with Jakes for 2 years, probably a little bit longer. They messed with him for 2 years. They said he paid off tricks. They said he had fixers. They said Jakes' fixers called them. People talking about they seen checks. Did the memo say for booty? What did the memo say? I need to know what the memo said, because people talking about they seen checks. I need to know what was in the memo. Because just because you saw a check from the Potter's house to somebody, or a check from Bishop Jakes, that don't mean you can just make an assumption as to what it was for. You said Google will probably settle with Jake. Oh, let me tell you this. They better settle with Jake's really fast and quick and in a hurry. They don't want to go through this, because all this stuff that these people have created and that Google allowed just to surface and didn't even question anything, they are going to have to settle with Jake's. They're going to have to settle with him. They poked the wrong bear. He said, Sean said, Jake's owed them this one. They got to have it. They got to have it, Sean. It's a must. They got to get it. They got to get it. Y'all talk too long. Now, I think Larry took down about 120 videos. It was reported to me. So will somebody put in the chat too late? Well, somebody just type in the chat too late. Kashi say, Jakes is doing this for all the other pastors that the podcaster tried to expose. And you better believe they are behind Jakes 100%. Even the ones that didn't like Jakes, they are behind Jakes 100%, sitting back, looking, checking, and making sure Jakes got all he needs to get him. Jakes' team got every video they need. I believe Jakes' team had every video before they gave the lawsuit. Before they sued Dwayne and gave him the paperwork, his team had every video that they wanted to get. Everyone. So it doesn't matter about taking them down, not taking them down. I believe if we're reading what they are doing, these attorneys are doing the work of an attorney, of a real one. They're not doing the work of a Blackburn at all. They're doing the work of a real attorney. They got multiple attorneys and paralegals and social media experts and youth and things that can get in here and do all this social media stuff. That's why it was okay for them to go up against Google. They were ready to go up against Google. Yeah. And after the sanctions tomorrow, well, we don't know if he'll do it tomorrow or they just have the hearing of it and then he'll come back. I wish he would just do a one-hitter quitter. Don't keep us in suspense, Judge. Just do a one-hitter quitter. You know what you want to do. You know what you want to do. He done wrote down why he did it. We done read all them lies, all them contradictions, all those erroneous stuff. You know, we done read it all. Just go ahead. Just go ahead and sanction him tomorrow. You said, y'all remember we say they put it off. Oh, yeah. They pulled them. They have a whole team. They got I'm going to get this fly if it's the last thing I do. Tasha, you said they got Patreon videos? Ooh, I heard you in my ear. That's all right, Blackburn. You done send a fly my way. That's okay. They're going to fly out around your head tomorrow. I'm going to get the fly. I'm going to get them. You said they got paid because you know there's moles all around there. There's moles all around in that camp. People is trying to get out one way or the other. Ooh, this fly is going to drive me crazy. Y'all think I hate flies, y'all. I hate them. I want to get you. Can I just kill you? Can I unalive you? I don't want to say that on the live. AI be getting. Can I unalive you, please, so I can move on with my life? Please, I want to unalive you. It's time to go. The trumpet sound has sounded for you. Oh, they pulling videos for years, huh? Inspire. Oh God. Oh. Prison call. See, that's a concerning thing to me. What would say Dwayne is talking about he don't know nothing. I hope you didn't say nothing on them prison calls. And it was said that Larry gave the suggestion for Blackburn, right? Did somebody hear that? Did I get that right? Oh, yeah, he definitely said fly set me up. Whew. What y'all think? Hold on, let me stop sharing this. I have a little time. I'll drop the link. I got a little time. Let me say copy. Get out of here. What say y'all? Do y'all think D-Day is on its way? Do y'all think it done kicked up a notch? Has it kicked up a notch now? What's up, Cupcakes? Is that our Cupcakes? Seen you since ever. Ooh. Leah said Bishop T.D. Jakes is represented in his defamation lawsuit by attorney. Oh yeah, they got a squad over there. Oh yeah. It's all at the bottom. And you know they got that new attorney lady last week. She specializes in discovery and defamation cases. He said they've been pulling videos for years. What's up, Cupcakes? I ain't seen you in forever. I do follow you, I think, on Instagram now. I know you're doing good. Yeah. He said he did his backstep. Yeah. Ain't no backtracking. You know, all that. I love Bishop Jakes. Well, why'd you antagonize him for so many years? why, if you love him so much, why are you just coming out here calling him he gay and all this? And why does that even matter? I don't know. Well, we're gonna see how it all matters and where it all comes together. Mm, mm, mm. You said Tyrone Lamar, don't sanction me, Judge. I did not to nobody. I know did nothing. But you see that last part in there, Nicole? I think they are trying to set this up where they are going to go after him. And the thing about it, he has too much evidence that's swirling around of him sending these demand letters and lying in the demand letters. Even the client said, see, Dwayne done watched that Diddy case and watched some other cases, and he done heard what then people are saying. I didn't know he put that in there. I didn't tell him to put that in there. So he's been watching the cases. He's been following Tyrone Blackburn. And he knew as soon as it started getting out that he's like a bogus type of attorney who just kind of an ambulance chaser, clout chaser, that he had to bail out of this. And the way to do it is to say, I don't know anything. You better not have known nothing in prison either. Because if they pull up them calls, young blood, and you yapping your mouth with whoever you was yapping your mouth with, I wonder if he's going to be there tomorrow too. Oh, I'm wondering. Diddy case really exposed Blackburn and Jake's cap, and they watched it and they took notes of it. Mm-hmm. Oh, I told you there was flips, passports, and sanctions the other day. There's a whole bunch of flipping going on around here. But as they said, that demand, they already said, he said it was authorized by Dwayne Youngblood to send that demand letter. I know, I wish I can see via, can I get a Zoom link? Yep, Fat Joe, he said, and Fat Joe said he's going to destroy him. Hold on, Fat Joe. Let Bishop Jakes do what he going to do tomorrow. And you bring it up the rear. Mm-hmm. They're after him. So one way or the other, somebody is going to unfortunately get Tyrone Blackburn. All that talk he be talking when he was over there, when it first was calling them TD snakes and all this, and you done lost I don't have no respect for him. Well, we ain't got no respect for you, you lying wonder. What respect we have for you? Mm-hmm. I wish I could fly out tomorrow. I wish I could. I was thinking that, they would kind of get that where Jakes wouldn't have to go, but paperwork said if they wanted sanctions of financial, against him, they would have to be there, and Jakes. But I think what else he got to do? He preached good on Sunday. Let's go get in this court on Thursday, and let's get him. Just somebody, he's gassy. He got the bubble guts. I'm wondering if he's going to try something stupid tomorrow and not even show up. You think he's going to be on the lam? You think he's going to he going to kick rocks? He ain't going to show up? How many think he's going to show up? Is he going to go to jail? What's up, La? Is he going to have to go to jail for a little while? That'd be too easy, though. But if he go to jail, they may bring his license up to the bar, though. His law license. If he do that. I don't know. The other attorneys have been in jail for contempt of court and things like that. But I'm not sure about sanctions, You want your camera on or off? I'll wait till you get I don't see your avatar yet, though, Leah. Oh, there you go.
So I'm on this train. I can't be too loud.
Okay.
But once again, I stand corrected.
I tried to tell you.
You did. You did.
I tried to. I knew it wasn't looking good. I knew it wasn't.
I was one of those ones that thought that TD Jakes was foolish, and not foolish in the disrespectful way.
Right. I understand.
But I just felt like this would be a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
And it, at the end of the day, this is a whole poop show. I can't say it
Mm-hmm.
the way I want to, but because
Mm-hmm.
I'm in
Mm-hmm.
consecration, but
Okay, that's good. That's good.
this is a whole poop show. It's been wild from the beginning. There has been nothing professional on one side and everything all professional on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the more I researched this Blackburn guy, he's just spread thin all over the place.
Yeah.
And the one thing I will say is that on Mr. Reed's platform, there was an attorney, a female attorney over there that told him he needed to get a paralegal and some help. And if she ain't never, she told the truth to that young man
I
because
think
he
that
is
was
suffering.
Pam. Pam, the law intellect, told him that. I think
He
she
needs,
told
she
him.
was right. She was
Yeah,
right. He is suffering. He's going to suffer
he is.
because of that bit of arrogance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Very arrogant, very disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's just not the attitude of a attorney. Even when Armand Wiggins said how he was acting in court, doing all that foolish stuff. What, you want your attorney acting up like that?
Well,
No.
in the transcripts, they mention him in the transcripts, and it's never favorable in
And
this
then he
Diddy
ran over
trial.
the. You got to remember, he ran over the process server a while ago in May.
Well, that too.
Yeah,
But the young lady in the trial, I think it was a Jane Doe. I forget her name now, but she said that he was representing her,
yeah.
and her civil suit is a whole hot mess.
I don't think she was the Jane Doe. She actually had a name.
She had a name. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
But
So
she
it's just
testified.
like I'm like, sir, if you're gonna be an ambulance chaser, you got to catch the ambulance.
Then someday you gotta chase the right ambulance,
I
okay?
mean, you got to catch one. Tony Busby got paid, honey, with that Shannon Sharp. He got paid
Yeah,
about 25,000 per cheek.
come on now. Yeah. But the
They
thing
settled
about it,
big.
I really know that he thought this would have been easy because of who Jakes is. Doesn't want anything sexual of anything coming out on him and with a
Hmm.
man and all that. Oh, this is an easy grift. We can grab this money really quick, and it just didn't go the way they thought it would go.
Well, yeah, Prison Bay is not. When you do these types of high profile lawsuits, you need someone that can withstand the blows.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Prison Bay is not a stand up character. I
he's
mean, he
not.
may be a good person now, but baby, that track record is not hitting.
No. Mm-mm.
Uh-uh. That ain't it. Sorry, Prison Bay.
But you're on a
You don't get
train.
6 million.
They're not gonna get no 6 million. That's for sure. They ain't even gonna
Mm-mm.
get $6. Unfortunately.
If Prison Bay smart, he'll take 100 grand or 50 grand and go on and snitch on everybody.
Ooh, and say I didn't know nothing. It
I
was
didn't
them.
know.
It was. I believe there's already been some conversations trying to happen like that. I don't know, but well, I don't think so because that would probably taint a little something on the Jake side. They don't want to, but I guess it can be done in
It'll
a.
be off the record, you know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. It can be
Yeah.
done. There's a way to do that kind of stuff.
Or Tyrone, you better go sit down, go over there to the king and kiss the ring, man of God.
Hmm. But my thing is, like I've always said, Bishop Jakes want Larry Reed.
I don't know what for.
He
Larry just
wants him
doing what
because
he doing
you
what
have to.
he's supposed to do, keeping ratings going.
Well, sometimes okay, you can do that if you want to, Leah. But there may be some consequences for your ratings.
Agree. I agree with you there.
You
I
can do
agree.
whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, but there may be because in that whole little, I forget what it was that was presented from the Jake side, but when Jake spoke in his own words, he
Hmm.
made sure to highlight Larry Reed as years of tormenting him and his family.
Mm,
So
okay.
when that was put in there, it was kind of really evident to me what they wanted. Yeah, we had Dwayne Youngblood over here talking about a hug and a missed kiss. We know that ain't nothing. But I'm talking about this podcaster who has been accusing me of a lot of things and saying that they have evidence of a lot of things, but nothing ever has come to fruition.
Well, okay, I get that. And I think this is where I think me and you, we kind of hit a bump in the
Mhm.
road on this before because
Yeah.
Jake's is a soft target. He's an
Yeah.
easy target. You know what I mean? You're mentoring Diddy. Diddy
Yeah.
is in the process of, I don't know, you can say it how you want. I don't want to offend anybody. Take down, shake
Hmm.
down, whatever the case. He in the process of fighting the whole government
Right. Right. He
by
is. Yeah,
himself.
he is.
And
Yeah.
so I don't know that Larry Reed is a good person to go after in this fashion. If he's gonna, I believe if he was gonna go after him, he should have went after him direct.
Well, he didn't have the perfect opportunity to do it though. This gave
This is
Jake the
true. This
perfect
is the perfect quiet
opportunity to
storm.
do.
You are right about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, you are right.
Like 3B says, Eller has tormented his family for years. And then to come out and say, "Oh, I love Bishop." I don't want that kind of love. I don't want
Yes,
that kind
I
of
hear
love.
you.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. You don't
Yeah.
love that man. You wanted to come up off of that man through clicks and likes and views and possibly quick money. Just like he was all the time, he would say, "Oh, well, Manasseh needs to be paid, and people need to be paid. He needs to be paid for his." And that always came out of Larry's mouth that everybody needs to be paid. So it gave us the option. Is all this exposure really just about money, or is it about protecting people from predatory behavior?
Well, I'll be honest. At the beginning, I thought it was protecting people from predatory behavior, but I stand corrected. I'm really sad though because there are truly victims out there
Yeah.
who will never, their story won't get heard because of all of this poop show that's going on. It's going to overshadow everything.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-hmm.
crazy. And Prison Bay up here acting like he is a stellar role model in the
Yeah, yeah.
community,
He's just a
writing
model
books and stuff.
citizen.
And I'm not here for that. Everybody
Yeah.
deserves to be forgiven. Everybody has a story. Everybody
But you need to be
has been
forgiven,
hurt
tell your
before. But
story,
you need to sit down in a
and go
corner
somewhere and sit
somewhere.
down under a rock. Go somewhere and
Yeah,
sit down with your
yeah, you
story.
go sit down because you didn't learn your lesson. You went
You
back to
didn't.
jail again for
Yeah.
touching little children's behinds.
Yes.
You suck,
Yes.
bro. Absolutely
Yes.
not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get with that part of it. That was a
Yeah.
no.
And then you choose, as Larry, you choose to have this person, and then in your commentary, you say how honest you believe he is. And
Yeah,
it's like,
that's wild business right there.
that was wild to me. I couldn't get over that. I said, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Who's not honest to you then? If this man is honest, who are you calling dishonest?" I just want to know. It would just
Yeah,
blew my mind.
I could have taken his whole what do they call that? Is it called recompense? And
Hmm.
when you know, atone for your sins, I could have
Yeah,
taken that in doses a bit better had he have not targeted anyone and
right.
just told his story.
And just
And
told his story.
yeah,
Even
I could
even
have
should
taken
have
that a little
said,
bit better.
even when he said a noted, preacher. If you're
Yeah,
going to tell your story, if you're going to write your book, but you can't name people like that and you have no proof or evidence. That's called
yeah.
defamation. It's not just called telling your story, your life experience. No, your life experience is putting somebody else's life at jeopardy, or character at jeopardy,
And
or
family too, because
finances.
he named Sarita in a couple things. Now you don't mess with Sarita. Now I don't care what y'all
Right.
got going on. You don't mess with my Sarita. That's my
Yeah.
girl. Ooh, I think the Saints was in an uproar when he did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, let me get off because I don't want the conductor messing with me. But oh, Chris, you got. Oh, I'm sorry, Saint
You
James,
good.
you
No,
got
you
me
good.
again, child.
I'm
This
just
is
trying.
number
I be trying.
two.
Y'all gonna learn to listen to the prophet. Y'all gonna learn. There is money in the mouth of the prophet. Okay.
Listen, okay.
Thanks for coming up, Leah.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Can
The Terrell Hill.
Okay, hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you
You
good.
was
Yeah.
moving a little faster than what I was moving. Let me get myself
I
together.
should have
Hold
waited.
on.
I know. I should have waited till I said you all
Okay,
together.
hold on. Let me get myself together.
Hmm. Not yet, Janita. They haven't yet. They're trying to get over this hump of just getting this thing maybe to a trial. We can't even get over that hump to name no co-conspirators. Mm, let me see. Okay, I can't hear you now. What'd you do?
You hear me now, right?
Now I can. Yeah, okay, you're good now.
First of all, I want to say this. Now, I know my appearance comes with a lot of da 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 da, but I'm not up here for that right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is interesting.
It
okay?
is. Mm-hmm.
What it seems like, because I've been to the gym, Publix, and everywhere just listening. You're funny. Here's the thing that's getting me. That's burning my oil here.
Mm-hmm.
So Youngblood and Dustin and them, Youngblood's new attorneys, basically it's like, my client, innocent. I don't know nothing about the podcaster. I don't know nothing about Tyrone, but my client, innocent. Da, 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 da. Then Jakes and them come and say, okay, touche. If your client is innocent, then Blackburn, dear judge, is lying on his client, his ex-client, and he was slapped on the wrist. Now, the play in this is good because now Blackburn is now forced to say, no, Youngblood is lying, or yes, I made up a lie.
Right.
And now we are at a defining moment in this case because will Youngblood, to save his own skin, because the most egregious part of this, in my opinion, is did you lie on your client? That is the most egregious part. So now Youngblood has Blackburn has a decision to make now.
Yeah.
If Blackburn can prove I did not construct this by myself, defamation.
Right.
And bribery.
And extortion.
Extortion. Now,
that's what they're looking for. Conspiracy.
There's another piece to this. What if Youngblood did not know, but the podcaster and Blackburn had a thing?
That's a theory that has swarmed around in my head as well.
So
that's what it seems like they're trying to turn that corner to make it seem that way.
Yes. So this is a defining moment, whether you are pro Jakes, pro the podcaster, against, this is a defining moment in this case, because now we have to find out, because they've also been saying that this letter is not real. This letter is not real.
Right.
Okay? Now, I don't understand Dustin and them, why they would come out their mouth and say that.
Yeah. Well, my thing, Brad, that's Brad. See, Dustin is, I think that's
what am I
Brad.
Mixed up? Brad. Yeah.
But
why
no,
Brad saying that.
And I questioned that last time I was on. I said, did they study this case before they even submitted that response complaint last week or whenever they did that?
Yeah.
Because now you're trying to say that, no, you didn't study and see what was already presented before the court. They're just trying to take Dwayne totally out of this, like he's totally innocent.
Okay, so let's just say all parties are telling the truth. That means that the podcaster and Blackburn are one.
Right.
What if Youngblood never saw the letter? Now, and here's the great part about
it. We've never heard that he said he saw it.
Yes.
You can say now that he didn't, because we never heard him say that he saw it.
Right. So now everybody is going to, that Spider-Man meme where everybody's pointing at the Spider-Man?
Yes. Yeah.
The podcaster sooner or later is going to have to speak up. Did you see this letter or not?
Right.
Blackburn is going to have to speak up. Did your client give you permission to send this letter? And Youngblood has already spoke up. So if Youngblood is telling the truth, the podcaster is lying. Now, podcaster, what you going to say? All right.
Yeah.
If Youngblood is telling the truth, Blackburn is definitely going down. So you got a rogue lawyer, a lying podcaster, and a pedophile. Jesus Christ.
What a combination.
So
the wrong gang got, poked Bishop Jakes. Just you picked the wrong people to poke him.
Well, here's the thing. And I'm thinking about this, and I don't want nobody. As you know, I really am leaving this space, right? So this ain't even about getting back at the podcast.
No. It's before us. So I appreciate even your opinion on your thoughts on this, because it's something that is before us. It's in the courts.
It's interesting, because I was saying to myself, what made them think they were going, whoever they is, okay?
Yeah.
According to Jake's paper, there's a they. What made them think they were going to get away with this? who came up with this idea? Because now I'm looking at it with all that Blackburn has going on, all that is against him with other stuff. Who came up with this idea and why? Here's what I think that happened. Whoever they is was so sure that Bishop Jakes was going to cave.
Yep.
They never thought it was going to go this far. Even if they is Blackburn by himself.
Yeah. But my issue is we have all heard multiple times where Larry has said that Jakes has paid people off.
Yeah.
So my thinking is, okay, then you guys thought he would pay Dwayne off.
That's clearly what it is. Now the thing is, I'm going to talk loosely on this, St. James, because I was watching it, but I was not remembering.
Yeah,
I remember when I'm going to call him the podcaster.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I remember when the podcaster went on Pam's page. Pam asked the podcaster directly, "Did you see it?" And the podcaster said no. Did you physically, literally see a paid off? The podcast.
Right. Oh, a payoff. Yeah. No.
And then Pam said, well, how do you know that Jakes was paying people off? And the podcaster said, well, that's what I was told. Pam said, so you're going by hearsay. So all of this time, when the podcaster was speaking in emphatics, or specifics rather, or definitive statements, it wasn't. There is no proof.
There's no proof.
According to the podcaster.
And my issue, I wouldn't be in this deep or even my name being associated without me producing some kind of receipts at this time. Even sending them what you do in negotiations, Hill. Don't you send your proof?
You think I don't know?
No, what I'm saying. What has happened is you send a demand letter. And they say no. Well, you say, well, let's negotiate the thing, but here I got this evidence right here. And then they come back and say, I think I did do that. I told they talked to that. I think I did that. Okay, let's just talk. But no, that wasn't presented.
And the reality is this. I don't know. Sometimes you think people are smart and they're really not that smart. So let's assume that Jake's team is smart. I don't think Jake's team would have went this far if they felt like there was something out there that was damning.
Right. That can just destroy him. Just destroy him totally.
Correct. But whatever was sent, and who knows, maybe, it could have been that Jake's team replied back, what you got?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have nothing?
Lawsuit.
I'm getting busy. Hold on.
Right. Seal that thing with a praise. He sealed that thing. And that lawsuit, he knocked out and woke up and sent the lawsuit.
No, it's just I am shocked though, and I'm gonna go. But I was so like listening, and I was like, oh, this is so crazy because I was just so shocked. Like, it's officially gone too far. I have given my opinion, and you don't know till you know, right? We
And all these are opinions, and all these are just like we said, we're going off of what's being presented. The thing about it right now, the presentation is better on the Jake's team right now.
Yeah. And this is the first time that I have listened, because I listen to you guys and I don't get in the comments because I think it seems like a disturbance or whatnot. But this is the first time I've listened to you guys like break it down, and it was so clear. Oh, Jake's and them, they got the upper hand. Like, and I don't know if y'all get into it, but when I tell you I'm pulling cards on this because it's the first time where this looked like a W's coming around the corner. For real.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Because even when you get into, like we say, it depends on who presents their case better. You may be lying, but if you presented your case.
Right. And at the end of the day, unless Youngblood got some money, was it Dustin them, the lawyers?
Brad Summerman. Brad,
is still doing pro bono.
Yeah, they have to, because I believe their licensing, they allowed they were the sponsor of Tyrone Blackburn. They allowed him to run amok without any supervision in their state.
Right.
They allowed him to send all the paperwork. They didn't review anything. They sponsored him. So if I was the judge in there, I'd be like, why didn't you guys review anything? You just allowed him to present all this bogus, made-up case law to the courts?
Yeah. This is going to be interesting. I think this is going to be very. Now, I heard the podcaster took the video down.
I heard he's taken about 120 videos down. Well, I don't know about that video. Has he taken it down?
My people never fail to tell me, even if I tell them to stop telling me, they're going to tell me. So what happened? I tell you this, when they told me in the after show, I went over there myself. That video ain't up.
Oh.
That video's taken down. That tells you a lot about a lot. Because you think that Jake's called him and said, can you take that video down?
No. They didn't send no emails or nothing. They said, leave it up because we already downloaded it.
Hey,
and do you think that they downloaded every video that they, passed discussions on Jake before they even submitted the lawsuit?
Well, I think so. I'm going to say this, and I don't know, okay? But I think that for them to be talking about co-conspirator since the beginning, it begs the question, how much have they known in holding back?
Right.
Especially now that they've hired a new person. There hasn't and my thing is this, and I don't know, I can't think for them because like I said, sometimes we feel like these people are smarter than what they really are.
Right.
They're smart. Then the next question I have is, why in a moment where they haven't even really gotten to discovery or the case yet, are they bringing on new people? What are they working on behind the scenes?
They're working behind the scenes, Hill.
Because that don't make sense. There was nothing going on in the case for all of a sudden some specialized lawyer to get connected to this. What are they building up? What are they working on? There's something going on, and we soon find out, I believe.
And the thing about there's this video that's still up that says Larry Reid Live Update spoke with team members of Bishop T.D. Jakes and Dwayne Youngblood. So
he took and here was the crazy part. He took the main video down, but then left other damning videos up.
Okay.
Maybe we're either not really thinking that far down the line.
I don't know.
Because when I went and looked, that's because what I did see the podcaster do, he did an edited version that he uploaded after that live. That video was still up, and I'm like, well, sir. So there's a lot, but nonetheless, this is so good. I just had to say something because I don't want to cover it on my page.
They said the firm will go after Blackburn's license after this is over for dragging into this. I would, if I was Brad Summer at the law group, the Summer Law Group, in Pittsburgh, I would go after his license. But it's their fault as well for not vetting him.
Right.
And he was already going through stuff before this lawsuit with Jakes came up. He was already being threatened for his license to be taken away and sanctioned. So
I would be interested in, number one, how did Youngblood and Blackburn connect?
Yeah. I've heard a couple of things. I heard he was he saw it on Larry's TikTok or something, like he did a little short about it.
Yeah.
And then Larry connected him with Blackburn. I've heard that. I don't know how 100% that is, but that's what I heard. Yeah, I may have heard that come out of Larry. Somebody said it. Somebody said it.
Yeah, it's wild. But nonetheless, I enjoyed the show. I've been listening for
good. Thank you. And where can everybody find V. Terrell Hill? Over there.
Don't look for me. I'm good.
Safe space, everybody.
Safe space with V. Terrell Hill. Love you guys. And I've been enjoying and let me tell you, I don't comment. But cool believe I like. Make sure you can enjoy it and looking forward to what you got next, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Bless.
All right. Exactly, Nicole. Jake's got a private plane. If he's at Bible study tonight, he can be in Pittsburgh in the morning. He don't fly commercial. So he can do some good old Bible study tonight and be sitting right in Pittsburgh in that courtroom on the morning, right off the plane to the courtroom, right back onto the plane back to Dallas. So like this. I don't think they even gonna have to be there that long. I don't think they will. So I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think? You think it's D-Day? Is it coming to a head? Tomorrow is a big day in this court case, because with the verbiage that they're using, if I was Tyrone, I would be scared. Dwayne, I would be scared. Any other co-conspirators that the Jake's team believe are a part of this, I would be a little scared. I wouldn't be running around here acting like this isn't a big deal. I believe it's a big deal. And not only is it a big deal, but it also speaks to the character of these people. It speaks to, it just speaks to a lot. It's a lot that this case has opened up. Because, like I said, we've listened to all this rhetoric about Bishop Jakes for a long time. And it's hard to just turn it off and say, well, he should be okay. He's a bishop. He should just let it roll off of his back. No, not when other things, have attacked future, collaborations, and his money has been affected. It's crazy how us bloggers can start a train for people's lives to be impacted in a horrible way. We have a great opportunity to impact lives in a positive way as well, through branding and, collaboration through people's brands and things that they have, or, ooh, that doggone fly. But we also have the unfortunate, well, I thought I had you. We also have the unfortunate part of really affecting people's lives in a negative way. That's why I'm really picky and choosy on the stories that I report on. I really am. It's like, even with Bishop Charles, I didn't want to really report on that, but I still don't want to become, just this old biased person who just won't report on what's really out there. It's out there. People, that woman had, over and over videos and proof and bank records and things like that. And then when he finally came out and did a response to it and spoke to it and said, yes, I was in a inappropriate relationship with this woman, then, I felt a little bit more comfortable talking about it. But I have it's my prerogative, what I want to talk about, what I don't want to talk about. Listen, some things I talk about on Patreon that I won't talk about on the main platform. That's why you got to join Patreon right there. The St. James Show in Patreon. All right. Okay. I'm going to get you when I get off of here. I'm going to stomp you like a roach. I'm going to stomp you fly. So, I appreciate y'all. For those of you who were able to do super chats tonight, I appreciate you, Londa and Gail and Shelby and Jesse. I appreciate your support. Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get this fly. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, must like my soap, my cologne, my something, and it just loves me. That flies just love me. And Blackburn is the only ambulance chaser, but a clout chaser. Yeah. He wants to be famous, so Bishop Jakes is going to help him out. He's going to help him out. He's going to make him live even more famous. He's going to help him out. Yep. So if you'd like to give to the program tonight, $ the St. James Show. Right there, a $ church sector. It all works for Zelle, the St. James Show at att.net. Also, PayPal, the St. James Show, and Venmo, the St. James Show. So all of that is the support that you can use to show your love to the St. James Show and to appreciate what we do here as a channel. All right, so make sure that you are a member of Patreon. You can also be a monthly supporting member here at the St. James Show here on YouTube. And if you are on Facebook, make sure that you are liking on Facebook, all right? And throw some comments and things out there every now and then, all right, on Facebook. We have a very small delegation that watches on Facebook, but we love it. We love everybody. We love everybody. Jesse Montgomery said, it's amazing how much you can destroy with negativity, and not too many will be there to reflect in the aftermath. It is sad. It's extremely sad. And that's one thing I don't want to do. He's a person with a family and a brand to protect, and that's the truth. So you can't call him dumb. You can't call him stupid for wanting to protect his family and protect his legacy. the thing about it, I think everybody, like I said, everybody has done things that they wish they can change in their life, but that doesn't mean they need to be destroyed. That doesn't mean their family needs to be raked through the coal because of one person in the family doing something. It just doesn't mean that. Regardless of what you feel about that person, whether they have no money, little money, it just doesn't matter. The small pastor, the large pastor, it's just a lot. Just like the pastor with Juanita Bynum, that was such a horrible thing, in regards to how they blew him up because he went into the room. Something that you do when you invite people to your city and you want to make sure that their room has the baskets in it and the rider and everything is, whatever they have on their rider, you want to make sure that it's in their room. And that's what the man did. When he didn't know that they had a drawers and everything's plastered all around the room already. He didn't know that. But that was taken and blew up by the bloggers and kind of put him in a bad place. Whatever happened to, the other man with that one woman? I forget his name, but there's a lot of people that have been affected by bloggers. So we gotta remember the power that we have. And everybody got power. Everybody got power. But it depends on the platform or the influence that you have to how strong and powerful that power is. And we got to use it wisely. Oh, that fly is going down as soon as because he just hit me on my leg. As soon as I get off here, I'm not going to rest until I get them holy draws. That's right. That's what they were. That's what they were. Thank you for those of you. I see some cash apps coming in. So I appreciate you guys. $, the St. James Show. All right. If you want to donate to the platform. The paperwork and that I read tonight will be on Patreon. For those of you who are on the $10 level on Patreon, there are people over there, so that's really good, who want the paperwork that I read tonight. Give me a few and I will upload it, and you'll be available for you to reread it, go through it, and do whatever you need to do with it, all right? I will find the demand letter and put that in there as well. I know it's, we've read so many things and it's hard to find it. I can't remember which one it's in, but I want to upload the demand letter as well. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you to yourself and your. I got to. We're almost at 23,000 over here at the St. James Show. We're almost at 3,000 on the Carnal Church sector. So make sure that you guys are supporting and subscribing. And just y'all do it over here. So I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all have a wonderful Wednesday. All right.
Some folks would rather have houses and land. Oh, some folks choose silver and gold. These things they treasure. And forget about their soul. But I desire to make Jesus my choice. I'm just gonna say it one time. The road gets rough. And the going gets tough. And the hills are hard to climb. But I started out. It was a long time ago. And there is no doubt. In my mind. To make Jesus my choice. I'm gonna say it one more time and then I'm gonna decrease. The road is rough. And the going gets tough. everyone please stand? It was a good choice.